Skipper, good win today, massive 3 points. Tell us about the game.
The game was definitely a game we had to win to gain some separation from the opponent. The main thing we wanted to do is not ask for no favors from anybody else but ourselves. And we made sure that we didn't give these guys any inch to take into the next following game after that win. And we wanted to make sure that we stuck to our game plan to make sure that these guys didn't particularly get an inch to take into. Can we start this over again? Or is it still live? Is it still live? Okay.
You're all right. You're all right.
Okay, so let me take it slow. All right, for the people that's viewing. So basically, we wanted to make sure them guys didn't have no inch to take into the next game because we have to play these guys to get to where we want to go. All right, and I told the teammate before the game that the average accident happens like let's say through a 5-mile radius from home, and we're about 4 games away from home to our destination where we need to be. So we made sure that these guys didn't get an inch to take the next game because truthfully speaking, like everybody like brings their A game against us. What do you calibrate that they circle to play? So we don't get nobody C game, B game, anything like that. We get everyone's A game, and if we bring our A game, we're not going to chase any game, all right? So we made sure we didn't chase any game, and as long as they're chasing us, teams don't have the character to stick with us. So that's what I think about that game.
I think the team started a bit slow, probably about 20-25 minutes to get into it. What do you think was the switch that got us going around the 30th minute mark?
Well, I think one of our strong points is always we're able to make adjustments based on who we're playing. And I know that's taken as a slow start, but sometimes we've got to give respect to the guys that are really, really doing well against us. I mean, there's boys in no slouch. To score 4 goals and keep them a shutout for the second time that we did that is really amazing from the firepower that those guys have. Looking at the goal difference, they had goal difference over us. So when we got a shutout against teams like that, I think we've got to give ourselves more credit with our adjustments. And I understand it may be seen as a slow start, but those boys are bopping good football, so we made some good adjustments to stop them.
Now tell us about the goal. Obviously, everyone's going to ask if you meant it.
They can say what they want to say. Ronaldinho scored a free kick in 2002 World Cup. They don't think he meant it. I think he did. But we guys practice these things, all right? And when you practice, you put in the work, you see the benefits from those things. And that's what I'm happy to do. I haven't scored a free kick this season, but I've got 2 shots that I didn't mean to shoot went in, just based on the technique and repetition that I'm practicing. It went my way. And I'm happy we didn't chase the game.
Chevy just turned 18 in the week. Tell us about him and how he came on today. Is that what you expect from him?
Absolutely. He always messages me every time to see how he's played. He gave me some footage to look at to analyze his game, and I just told him just stick with me. You'll learn a lot because I'm willing to teach. And my mom's a teacher, and I believe I have that same gift. And anybody that's willing to learn will reap the benefits. And I'm happy that he's a young guy that actually looks to his peers and the people that's older than him to actually get some sort of learning point rather than depend on his own development. And it takes some humble kid to do that. And he's reaping the benefits from that as well. I gave him the ball, made a good overlap to bomb some space, and he put a good finish on. So I'm happy that he's gaining confidence.
All right.
Yeah,
Congratulations on the 3 points.
all right.
See you Wednesday.
Definitely. That's good. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Okay. Come, Coach.
Hey, good evening.
You nervous? All right, Coach. A good 3 points, big 3 points. Walk us through the game today. Tell me how you think the performance went.
We were on the back foot in the beginning, which, you know what I mean, it was a surprise. They came with a passing game in the middle. They changed a few players in the middle that took us by surprise, but we absorbed the pressure. You know what I mean? It was good football. You know what I mean? They played football, and we hung in, and we just took chances. You know, when they came, we took them. So that was the difference. You know what I mean? I think we had our mature players back in the middle today, and I think that helped. You know what I mean? Because, like I said, they absorbed the pressure. So it was pretty good game.
Jump into the second half. Right. For me, it was a game of 2 halves.
Right.
I just mentioned that we were on the back foot in large parts of the first half. What were your instructions to the team at halftime? Because different game in the second half.
They had to chase the game in the second half. So it was just a matter of us being patient. You know what I mean? The coach that they have, he will try stuff. So it was just a matter of whatever he rolls out, we just absorb it. You know what I mean? And the chances were gonna come because they were gonna take chances. And like I said, he is a coach that will take chances. You know what I mean? He went, pushed extra guys up and left 3 at the back. So once he did that, that was basically, you know, a signal to attack. And I think we did that on the counter.
They have some firepower and a young Ball brothers, I believe, and obviously John Tate, who's a former professional player.
Right.
Was it a specific game plan to stop them?
You always have a game plan to stop people.
Okay, you can leave it at that.
Yeah, exactly.
Moving on to midweek,
Right.
FA Cup game, semi-finals. Is it going to be more of the same in your opinion?
I have no idea. But we know what we have to come with. You know, our game plan's not going to change. The intensity needs to be high as usual, and you know, I mean, it is a cup game. Every game that we play from now on will be like a cup game. So I think the guys are prepared for that. It's just a matter of us recovering from today, getting our rest, and be ready to go.
Lastly, just to wrap it up, 2 games to go in the league. What are you telling your boys, and are we close to achieving our goal?
We have our next game is Dennytown. That's the game we're worrying about right now. So it's just a matter of us getting over this game on Wednesday and preparing for the next game, which is against Dennytown.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Thanks.